New Vulcan ball.
Yeah, so this is going
Game
to be
1,
spectacular here. Sock and Staksrud ready
0-0.
to go. Onisha Smith on the call. What more could you want here on a Wednesday afternoon? Let's play pickleball.
Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's a good start.
And we are getting eye contact from Mr. Sock right here. Wow. Okay,
1-0.
it's on.
Side out.
Same guy.
And Jack drops one of my favorite lines. I mean, if they want to commentate while they play, I'm all for it.
Yeah, we'll make them up.
Yeah. Oh, a little two-y off the top there.
One zero.
Shankopotamus, but it stays in.
Shankopotamus. That's a good one, Dave.
Thank you.
Did you make that up?
Well, it's a long time golf term, but I brought it to pickle. It seems appropriate.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Inside out. This is in. Look out. Oh, and he gets there and makes it, and it is a highlight reel and the kiss to the crowd. All right, Jack, let's go. 3-0.
Sock usually delivers to the crowd.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
3-0.
Win or lose.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
With the slider, just got a little too much of it.
I like that, though.
0-3.
Good night.
Side out.
If Staksrud doesn't run for it, you know it is up.
Yeah.
What makes Staksrud so special across the board?
His consistency. He's just so consistent in not only his play, but his placement. He just shows up every single match, and you usually know what you're getting. To keep your floor and ceiling so close together.
Yeah.
It's unique, challenging.
Fed, the call is out.
The out call will stay, and there was a little exchange between Jack and Fed there as well. So, okay, this got spicy, did it not?
I'm not surprised.
No.
4-0.
All right, here we go. Now the question is does this inspire somebody?
Yeah. Wow, that was a phenomenal get by Fed.
How do you make that volley?
I don't know. It is
full
Staksrud
stretch.
Insane.
Anticipation is
0-4.
Insane.
Okay, so
side out.
So a little volume from Sock. Not a little, a
lot of
volume.
Gave it a vamos too.
All right, gentlemen, here we go. Federico.
When you're coming at me over a line call, you have no idea what you can't see the ball. Inside the line. That's anybody over here. Great combo.
All right.
Queen Onisha.
And she said, no, you're coming to the dinner table, son. And
you go when Onisha calls.
Federico, we are playing. I'm going to call the score.
It's not all about you, man. I can be about anything.
4-0.
So this is something else here. That's just
Point.
wide, and it is on.
Yeah. It's only, what is it, 5-0 soft?
Yes.
We're only a quarter of the
5-0.
way through, if that.
And then
No. Side out. I know. Side out.
this is gonna be extra special here.
0-5.
Oh, hits the tape. So Fed is
Point.
on the board.
Let's see if he can make 1-2.
1-5.
Fabulous
out.
return. And Rachel, I'm even told that these two warmed up together this morning.
Really?
Yes, a source here at the venue said they
5-1.
saw them warming up. Well, that has been forgotten.
Point.
Oh, gosh. Okay, now watch the out call just off camera. The ball's 3 feet wide, and he puts the
6-1.
finger up in the air. Okay, it's on.
You got to make the calls, though.
You got to make the call. Oh man, that's
Side out.
ball. So how do you do you get involved in the chirping ever, Rachel?
It
1-6.
depends. It depends.
Okay. What does it depend on?
Point.
I don't know. I think if it's personal, like that's too far, and
Okay.
I don't really know what happened there, so I'm going to stay out of that.
Okay.
But that doesn't happen often, at least for me.
Okay.
So I just kind of, like I've previously said, my
2-6.
cheers are for me and me only.
Got it.
Side out.
Just wide there. So this intensity, we knew we were going to have it to start, and now it has ratcheted up about 50 levels.
Yeah. Yeah.
6-2.
Oh, and just inside in, and
Point.
an absolute missile.
Yeah. I'm surprised Staksrud isn't taking a time out here, but maybe he, from playing mixed with him,
7-2.
I know he likes to be red hot sometimes, so maybe he wants the emotion.
Too much
Side out.
on the lob there, but 5-point lead for Jack.
2-7.
Wow.
What a shot from Staksrud down the line. The drop was beautiful.
Yeah,
what a
I was about
combo.
to say that the one even before the passing shot from Staksrud was phenomenal. People need to do that more.
You're allowed to drop the ball in
Yeah.
singles. You are.
3-7.
Jack covers
Point.
down the line. It comes right back where it came from in a little run for Staksrud here. And we played 3 points without Onisha being involved, so we're making progress.
We are.
4-7.
Maybe it's looking up.
Another
Point.
forehand pass, and instead of Staksrud calling the timeout, it's actually Sock. Although I don't know
Timeout.
that he.
Receiver.
I think he
5-7.
said.
I think Staksrud and
Time
even
in.
Stock, I think they play better when
5-7.
things are going on like that. So
But
almost like, I know that one wasn't fabricated, but sometimes they even fabricate to get themselves going.
Yeah,
So I feel
yeah.
like they kind of thrive out of the chaos there.
5-7.
Tried
Point.
to take a little off, finds the net, and Staksrud is pulled within 1.
6-7.
And now
Point.
we are tied at 7.
7-7. Right out.
Hesitation, never good.
No.
So Jack does not yield the lead, but he gives up a margin, tied at 7.
7-7.
Weird
And
spin.
you do not get extra rates for hitting the rate sign. That is just there.
I have no idea what we're doing next week.
Onisha was involved there, but in a more
7-7.
humorous dialogue there, not about the play.
Yeah.
Look at these angles.
Oh.
Point.
Saw Ignatowicz make that shot earlier today. Jack can't come up with it, and Staksrud has the lead.
8-7. Side out.
A couple of these fall away, throw your body one way, hit it the other here, Rachel. It's tough to make.
It is very tough
7-8.
to make from
Do you ever do that?
experience. Not consciously, no.
Tough miss
Side out.
there, yeah. Because you're painting a picture with your body when you hit it. How much disguise do you use in your game?
I think I use a lot of disguise on my off the bounce speed ups.
Okay.
Yeah. I hold for a while.
Either side or both?
8-7.
Both sides.
And describe for the
Side out.
fans at home what you mean by that, holding it.
So I try to keep my swing back and not hit the ball for the longest amount of time without it affecting my shot.
Okay.
So it makes the other team, and I can kind of look up and see if they're shifting a certain way
7-8.
or waiting for the ball for a counter a certain way.
And
Point.
that ball does touch Staksrud's paddle, and we've got snowmen in the red rocks.
8-8.
Oh, didn't go back
out.
to the forehand again. Can you go to one spot too many times?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Eight, 8.
Oh my. Tricky,
Point.
but thrown right back at him.
Wow.
Have you tried that shot, Rachel?
No, but it's been hit against me, and I don't enjoy it.
Because it's hard. It's talk about
It
disguise.
is tricky.
That's a hard one to see.
Especially if you're
9-8.
not used to seeing it. If someone just throws it in there.
Man, short hop. Man, that's just a couple of
Side out.
absolute BBs
Oh,
from
yeah.
the forehand.
So the depth that he gets, that Sock gets from
Yeah.
his forehands.
8-9, anyone's game here.
Timeout server, 8-9.
So without the replay, rise. So it'll be gorgeous Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as far as pickle play is concerned. Just
Side out.
drills the tape, but it stays on the sock side.
Yeah, even if it's not a winner, you want to make it.
9-8.
Tricky.
Side out.
There's the sell the whole world to the left and leave it on the other side. Another shot, just, I mean, the showmanship.
8-9.
Watch this. Throws the arms up in the air to go with it. And then misses a serve
Side out.
past the Carvana logo.
9-8. Point. Game point.
That did. Jack's pointing out where it hit. It hit that wire in between the post and the net, which is not good for Jack. Game point for Staksrud.
10-8.
And he comes all the way back.
11-8.
Let's see if we tap paddles. Shocker, we did not.
No, himself and his showmanship a little
New
bit
Vulcan
more.
ball,
Okay.
game 2, time in.
So let's see if we can
0-0.
indeed do that. you got plenty of showmanship, but Staksrud was there with ease, just missed it. These two have played 4 times. Staksrud won all 4 before this, Rachel.
Okay. Were they all on straights?
No. In fact, the last time they played was about an hour and 10 minutes from here in Las Vegas.
I was watching his feet.
Staksrud did that extra just to be sure, run around the kitchen move that people do just to make sure there's no momentum call. And more cat and mouse, and Jack says, I am Tom and you are Jerry. Yeah, the last 2 times they played, it's actually gone 3. And it was the final here last year that was 11-7 in the 3rd for Fed to take this title.
Wow. So this could go 3.
So we have seen this fish before on this very court 1 year ago in the final.
Oh, wow.
1-0.
Just absurd with that return in the corner, and Stock finds not only the footwork to get there, but then the shot.
2-0.
Oh. Went back to the tricky one, and it did not work. I like some of these body shots I'm seeing in singles sometimes, Rachel.
Yeah, because I feel like everyone's anticipation is taking them one way, and when it's at them, it's a little jarring.
0-2.
Get away with it.
Side out.
Perfect shot after a terrific return.
Yeah.
So Jack just said we can be friends. Staksrud did not hit the ball to the wrong spot there on purpose. But if you tuned
2-0.
in earlier, man, just the fact.
Side out.
Do you slide? Can you do that? I would just leave all my ligaments, and it would be a good hour delay.
I have a baby slide that I'll do sometimes, but in the last tournament, I tried to slide, and I almost really hurt myself, so I'm going to be careful now.
Yeah, just don't.
0-2.
It's crazy. This is not Roland Garros.
Wow.
Side out.
That punch volley down the line, to keep that in.
It's hard.
What makes that so hard?
Just having for me personally, it's the forearm strength and the control when it's, medium height on you, to be able to get it deep as well.
Yeah, don't miss forearm day, everybody. Do not. Inside in.
Point.
Another hot start for Saki. Did exactly this in game 1.
Yeah. It's tough. It looks like Stocks was trying to get it over to Stock's backhand on the approach, but Stock's running around it. So.
3-0.
And then if you return it to the forehand, you can eat it there too.
Yeah, I mean, about every single one of Stock's winners are on the forehand side.
4-0 Sock.
4-0.
What a get, but can't get it over. Staksrud does find the Sock backhand though. So it seemed once Staksrud got rid of that ugly goose egg, he got going last game.
Yeah.
Oh, money. Oh, no.
Point.
And that's just interesting. We'll just leave it at that because you knew he was going to do it.
1-4.
Interesting.
Point.
I like that.
This return, and this is the Staksrud just win multiple points in, and that's the crazy thing about pickle. You can win 4 points in a minute and a half.
Yeah. I I do not like being on the receiving end of that.
You
and
can
I have
feel
been.
it.
2-4.
Yeah, it's just you feel a little powerless.
Point.
And there's a third. So the 4-0 lead is now but 1.
3-4.
Oh, wow.
Side out.
Did he mean to do that?
Oh,
Soft
yes.
mean to-
Oh, he means to do everything, including looking up here after that.
Yeah.
The two-y, like, short hop, but full follow-through
Yeah.
drop shot winner. Okay. That's a thing now.
4-3.
Yeah. Setting trends. Oh,
Oh, dear.
no.
Point.
Takes off the bounce.
Yeah.
5-3.
So Jack stops the bleeding with a gift there.
Oh.
And now
Wow.
off the tape, so let's see the composure of Staksrud here.
Yeah.
It's usually very good.
2 unlucky points back to back.
6-3.
Just too much of
Side
it.
out.
Tried that, throw his body to the left to give that sign that that's what was going to
Yeah.
happen.
It worked.
Yeah, he had Staksrud was beat, but Staksrud could tell us that was a great lead by him too.
3-6.
And I bet he will.
Look at this inside out return.
Point.
Just can't make the next one.
No.
4-6. Point.
So we've seen this twice now in game 2, a tough miss followed by
Yeah.
a miss return.
And I feel like most of the points that Jack are winning, he's earning, and they're long and hard fought. And most of the points Staksrud's winning
5-6.
are a lot of easy, quick misses from Sock.
Point.
And a wide return, and we are tied at 6.
It was out. It was out. What do you mean? I mean, it's going to be the same request and it's going to be the same answer. No, because they've already been requested and the answer is no. The answer is not going to change. All right, gentlemen. I'm going to call the score.
Man, Onisha's got the petulant teenagers
Oh,
out
yeah.
here today.
Ready?
The Onisha's standing on
Oh, yeah.
biz.
He did. I'm telling you, the answer is going to be no. We're resuming play at 6-6. You're going to call timeout. Timeout, receiver,
Okay.
6-6. Time in, 6-6. Point.
Gets it down so fast. But not a huge backswing on that either, Rachel.
No.
7-6. Side out.
So once again, Fed has stormed back down 4-0 here in game 2.
Yeah.
Defending
6-7.
champ from this very matchup is Staksrud.
Side out.
And that is right into the strike zone that Jack wants and can't come up with it.
Yeah. Just like I said earlier, just too quick of a point. Got to make it.
7-6. Side out.
The shrubbery is involved on the other end here again. Of course, Jack's having a conversation with anyone who's nearby.
6-7. Do you want to look at it?
now they're debating who's better at
I
judging.
actually do that too. I don't trust myself.
I'll recall.
I'd rather someone else.
Good.
And Somebody hits it up in the air
6-7.
and sees if it spins, and we play on. Just
Side out.
wide.
I can't tell from this angle again. Did you see?
Oh, Fed heard overrule and was about to freak, but he said I couldn't overrule.
I'll recall.
Oh, man.
Yeah, please don't call out after I've called the score.
Okay.
7-6.
Anisha's throwing down here, and she's had to. And that stays in
Side
as
out.
Fed shoots his head to the heavens. What a shot from Jack to stay within one.
6-7.
Wow.
Yeah, just
Side
way
out.
too high. If you're going to run inside out and drop it, that has to bounce or it's death.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Seven, 6.
Wow, Jack thought he missed it wide, and he's even
Side out.
questioning whether it caught, but Fed played it. Does a call earlier make you more subconscious of your own calls, Rachel?
No. No,
answer.
you can't overthink it. You just have to trust that you
6-7.
make the best judgment in the moment.
Side out.
Inside in, but pulled a little too much, so we're in a little stalemate here again. Last match in the men's side
7-6.
of the bracket here today.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Staksrud
Side
can
out.
track that down.
The Shreki was a little high, and there's a breeze coming through right
Yeah.
now, so.
Yes. Six, 7. Point.
Tied at 7, so anybody's game. Just to set where we're at, Hunter Johnson will play Kwong in one of the semifinals on Saturday. Connor Garnett, who knocked out
7-7.
the hottest singles player, Christian Alshon, awaits the winner of this one in the other semifinal on Saturday.
Point.
And that is in as well, and
Yeah.
Jack's got the lead back. And the wind is blowing across the court
8-7.
towards Onisha Smith.
Just really randomly picked up.
Side out.
Wow, and that is a short return on the paddle. That's a ball, Jack. Ruse that he missed. That's as good an opportunity as you can get to 9.
Yeah.
7, 8.
I know it's a little breezy. Maybe he set his feet too soon, but you got to make that because that's a present from Staksrud.
Point.
You don't get many of those. Now we're back tied.
8, 8.
Short hop drop, but
Wow.
then Jack
Side
steps
out.
back and throws it in the corner. My goodness.
2 great shots. I'm liking that third shot drop in Singies. I might give that a go.
You'll see
Timeout
that
server.
in
8, 8.
DC Pickleball
8, 8.
of Jack Sock ready to put it in play. Too good from Fed there.
Side out. Eight, 8.
Just out of reach.
Side out.
Smart second shot from Jack pins Staksrud in the corner, so stalemate at 8 apiece.
8, 8.
And missed return,
Point.
and now it's 9-8 for Jack. Again, hot. Wind is swirling still.
9, 8.
88 degrees here in St. George, Utah. What a get. And the ATP winner. Unbelievable get that Jack even threw that over the net from that shallow. That is disgusting. And Staksrud just let it travel and bunts it into the open court. Jack knew he was giving that up, but he had no other choices. That's a sick get and a smart response from Staksrud.
8-9. Point.
And a missed return right back to tie us at 9.
9-9. Point.
And the drop volley does not reach the court, and it is match point for Staksrud. Push just wide, so Jack does get the ball back.
Nine, 10.
And that
Point.
curls wide. We are tied. It is going to take more than 11.
Ten.
Wow, the 1-y down
Point.
the line, and we have a game point to force a third from Jack Sock.
11-10.
Goes for another heavy cut. And rifles a forehand past Staksrud, and guess what? We're tapping paddles, and we're gonna play 3. So started, we'll switch ends at 6. And off the tape and deep. When you've split, Roscoe, what's your mentality?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to make sure that you're going out there fighting harder than the other guy from point 1. I think a lot of it's mental in the third set, right? You got to make sure you're making your shots, but at the same time, like, you got to fight like a dog out there. And usually that person gets the win. So we'll see who wants it more. But Federico is a strong
0-0.
third set candidate. So.
Just insane forehand, gets it past Staksrud. You've played these fellas. What's the strategy to beat Staksrud? Just so darn consistent.
1-0.
You got to find Fed's backhand. I think that's the key against him. But I mean, he's just so solid all around. But yeah, the backhand would be the key. Ball's flying out here in Utah, so it takes a different adjustment. You have to play lower to the net. You can't hit a lot of spin, because if that ball goes up, it's going to sail.
Oh dear.
Point.
I think that's why Jack does really well here. He's got a very flat game.
Jack is welcoming fans to jump in here at 1-all in the third.
1-1.
Another just rope flat passing shot.
Oh yeah, he's pointing. He's pointing up here at the booth.
Yes, he has been throughout the day, pointing at that.
1-1.
These boys have. It's been personal. It's been playful. It's wild.
Yeah, I think Federico's not one to get playful, especially in these big moments. But if Jack can kind of get the crowd on his side, maybe things change.
Oh, and he uses the elite movement against him there.
This guy, man, he's a showman.
Tui Nation from Jack, who hit a 1-y passing shot earlier for a winner as well. Huge serve. Forehand paints the line.
I saw it kind of wide from my view. Maybe I missed something earlier. Was there?
Oh yes.
Does he not have enough?
You missed.
I missed a lot.
You missed. Well, we don't have replay, so that's the big factor here. Yes. Oh my! Sock is on it. Tui Nation, and Fed almost fired that into the video board back there, but found some composure at the last second.
4-1.
Let's go. Huge return
Right
there.
out.
What's more important, the serve or the return?
Oh my gosh, I think.
Unfair question, I admit.
Yeah, it's an unfair question. I'm going to go serve just because
1-4.
if your serve's perfect, then you never really have to worry about anything. But if you can't make a return,
Point.
things can go south pretty quick. So I'd say the two most important shots in pickleball are going to be, or in singles, going to be the serve and the return, because you get to choose how you get to start
2-4.
off the point. You get a little more control with those shots. That's a smart play from Fed.
Slides off the paddle and goes wide on Jack there. And every game has started this way, Roscoe. Big lead for Jack, and then Fed clawing back.
Side out.
Miss serve.
Yeah, so that's the altitude right there. If you try to loop that serve and hit kind of that kicky big serve, it's going to fly. So you have to keep it low to the net, and you really have to make sure you're playing linear rather than
4-3.
with a lot of margin. It's a bad bounce right there. Fed not happy.
No, but somehow was able to pick the ball up using the side of his paddle.
Yeah, I think he might have broke that.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen somebody do that. And that's a plastic ball on an 88-degree day, but Jack's going to serve it again. I don't blame him after watching that bounce.
Side out.
What a return. That just PPG paints the line.
Yeah. What's funny is the few points I've seen, Jack's passing so well from that forehand side. I talked about it a little bit with Fed earlier, but just approaching through the middle here, I think it's a safer play. I mean, if you can do that, that's best. But I wonder if Fed will adjust his game a little bit, because I mean, Jack's just so dangerous. I mean, right now off both wings. I mean, he's hit 2 down the line winners on the backhand as well.
Which is not something we usually say about Mr. Sock.
No. He will run around that backhand like his life depends on it. And
tails away there. So who is going to have the lead? It'll be the slimmest of margins at the end switch, and the wind has kicked up here.
5-5. Point.
Can't find it. So Staksrud, after being
take it out of the air, so that's got to be adjusted. I mean, it goes all ways.
Point. It has been Sock with the inside in, and Staksrud hits a beauty right there.
Yeah, Fed does such a good job of playing low to the net all the time. So it's not only here, but everywhere. I think he really never misses those balls, and he still gets good shape on it.
Staksrud shoots his head up to the heavens going, how did that stay in? But it sure did.
Just impressive how the guy can get over there, just snap his wrist and hit a winner cross court. Like, a lot of people just can't do that.
Staksrud stays back and just misses it, so pays the price.
So we talked about the mind games earlier. I just think it's so funny how, like, you can see Jack taking his time, kind of being nonchalant and totally playing his style. And then you see Federico trying to play fast and, like, really dialed in.
Side out.
Wow.
I think that was my fault there.
Well, Rachel had to write a postcard earlier with her announcer Jinx debut. So you have more experience, but yes, you are
7-6.
a participant, sir.
Yeah, it's real.
Over the top on the Tui twice. Fed just lefty save. We're still going. Finally finds a forehand. Oh, and then tries a 1 out of 50.
I think they're like best friends now. They're like chirping each other in a good way. Energy for us during the week.
Yeah. So here we go. Does Jack have another comeback in him? Wow.
It's crazy.
Short hop Tui down the line and beats Fed clean.
6-8.
Wow. Inside out teardrop and kept it in.
Yeah, that's Jack's go-to shot. A very continental grip, so he's able to maneuver the ball from kind of those lower positions better than a lot of other players. He can get under the ball too.
7-8.
And the return flies, and we are at 8 apiece again. We were there in game 2, and Fed was able to come up with a match point. He did not cash it.
That's crazy.
And Jack finds it, and instead of going with the inside out, he goes inside in, and now he has the momentum. Wow. See if the crystal ball that Roscoe was staring into was the one for right now. Part 1, part 2. Down the line instead. But ends up with the cross court anyway, so you got 2 out of 3.
I got 2 right. I mean, how good is that by Jack? So, like, the movement of this guy is just insane. He's so explosive, and I mean, he's just such a big dude too. So, like, he's just so fast around the court with so much power.
Match point for Sock. And can't come up with it, and that first volley from Staksrud was ridiculous.
Yeah, just a classic block, and that's reps right there. I mean, Fed does that every single time he plays, right? He's so used to just blocking that backhand in front of him, and in those big moments.
No timeouts.
On point the whole timeout. So Jack has used both his timeouts.
Time in.
Fed has 1 left. Both players have saved a match point against. Oh,
that's ridiculous. But so that's a good example of like keeping the ball really low over the net, because if you lift that thing, it's going to sail.
All right, who can come up with it here?
9-10.
Oh.
Side out.
Ooh. You can tell he thought about that one just a little bit too long.
Match point number 2 for
10-9.
Sock. And he has done it. Jack Sock has saved a match point against in game 2 and wins it in 3, pointing at the fans. What a rally, what a win. Avenges his loss in the final here last year to Staksrud. It was gritty, it was chirpy.